The legend of the torn-mouthed woman in Japan is very famous. In the past, there was a jealous husband. The husband tore his wife's mouth from ear to ear. She died. But it is said that she came back to life with a desire for revenge. She wore a surgical mask to hide her mouth. She often appears near schools. She visits a young student who is alone in a quiet alley. She asks the young student a question.
Am I beautiful?
If the young student answers yes, she takes off her mask. She shows her torn mouth and asks again.
What about now?
If the young student answers no, she attacks with scissors. If the young student answers yes, she destroys the student's mouth. Just like me.
There is a unique tradition in our village, soul wedding. It is a tradition to appease unmarried souls. I was poor, but I got the chance to have a soul wedding. I wore a wedding dress and went to the groom's house. But the groom was not there. They say her husband ran away. I shed tears of blood, and I was filled with sorrow. The groom's family saw me walking around the house, and they were afraid of me. I was very angry. I'm angrier than the day I die. People believe that I will trouble the village. I hope their belief will not come true. So, please bring the groom quickly.
I was trapped in a cold, dark space. I don't know how many months have passed. One day, a group of teenagers came to explore an old, abandoned house, and a girl got separated from the group. The girl found a mirror in the abandoned house's bathroom. I cheered. I had to move slowly and make my presence known. Finally, the girl realized that the movement in the mirror was different. The girl slowly came to the mirror. Her hand touched the mirror. Gotcha! I pulled her soul into the mirror, and I entered her body.
I feel sorry for the girl, but I suffered the same fate.
Emma, where are you?
This must be your friends looking for me, right? I am here. Let's go together.
I went fishing with my father. I got bored with fishing. I walked slowly along the shore. Then I saw a woman swimming in the middle of the reservoir. She was splashing around as if asking for help. I couldn't refuse her call. I slowly approached her. I was in the water up to my waist. Then I was pulled hard from behind. My father yelled at me as I fell. Only then did I come to my senses. I looked in the middle of the reservoir where the woman had been. There was a shadow of a willow tree rippling there. Shadow of a willow leaf in the shade. I think I mistook that shadow for a woman. That day, I definitely thought I was mistaken. But she often appears in my dream.
Help me. It's too cold. Late at night, I was studying for a test.
Sasachiko!
My grandmother called me from the living room.
Sasachiko!
I went into the living room. It was dark and there was no one there. Come to think of it, my grandmother is in the hospital. I must have measured because of the stress of studying. At that moment, I got a call from my mother in the hospital.
Your grandmother passed away. You've done a good job.
My heart was pounding. I loved my grandmother, but my grandmother had severe dementia. I think it's filial piety to send my grandmother to a better place.
Sachiko! You!
Late at night, I was waiting for the bus. Everyone felt exhausted from the heat of the city. Strangely, a bus without a number arrived. The bus driver said to everyone,
Everyone, get on. This is the last bus.
There was an argument on the bus. An old lady picked on me.
This little kid stole my wallet! Where did you hide my wallet?
The old lady pulled me, and I fell to the ground.
Driver, stop for a moment. I have to go to the police station with this little kid.
The bus stopped. The old lady threw me out of the bus with great force. The old lady and I got off the bus. The old lady said to me,
You got on the wrong bus. Take your bus at the next stop.
The old lady walked back to the previous stop. What was that bus and did she save me?
When I was a child, my uncle went into the forest and never came back. Yesterday, I was exploring the forest with my friends. The trees in the forest seemed to gather around me, and I heard faint whispers. I could make out words like leave and danger. We found an abandoned cabin in the middle of the forest. My friends went into the cabin as if they were drawn by something. When I tried to enter the cabin, someone pulled me back. I fell in front of the door and couldn't get into the cabin. There was no one behind me, and the cabin door was slammed shut. I heard screams from inside the cabin. I called the village elders and saved my friends. Was the force that saved us my uncle who was trapped in the forest?